I know that are on it are Bobby. I mean, his name is either Bobby Ashley or Bobby Lashley, and I really should know that. He's like this giant black guy, and he and the people who are part of his crew, I know that they called, or at least as of last year, they called themselves the Hurt Business.
Hurt Business?
The Hurt Business. Right? They wear suits. And
they're
like,
okay.
we're cool. Like, we're like...
One last thing on Cody. What do you think of him wrestling with the
pec tear?
Yeah.
Incredibly brave.
Yeah.
Incredibly brave.
Would you do that?
Absolutely not.
No.
No. Here's what would happen. I would ask for my money, right? I'd go into the ring, and then I'd lay down on my back.
Right.
Technically, I competed.
The old Kevin Nash.
There you go.
1, 2, 3.
Smart guy.
If you actually think that I was just the right guy...
Do you like Dark Elevation?
So who are you?
Like, what are you?
I'm hurt and I'm old and I'm fucking tired and I work with fucking children.
I mean, Phil's tired. You know, Phil's tired. He's beat up. He didn't lose his shit. That's toxic fucking shock. He didn't pull his tampon out. He's fucking got toxic shock syndrome. I Googled him. I said, 40 fucking 2. Dude didn't wrestle for 10 fucking years. It's like a 75 Eldorado with 102 miles on it. Motherfucker, don't tell me you're tired. Don't tell me you're 75. Shut the fuck up.
Okay, tell me, did you watch Rampage this week?
People aren't built tough anymore. They aren't built to grind. They're built weak, soft. They're used to second place trophies.
And I'm gonna say it like, and I'm gonna say it like how I say, and I'm gonna say it like how I said in the New York Post. I have nothing but respect for my opponents. I have nothing but respect for my opponents.
jaBROni, JABRONI, XYZ, ABC. Oh, it doesn't matter how you spell jaBROni.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the jaBROnis. I'm Topher McCann. He is Mike Butler. We are back for another week. Michael, how are you doing?
I'm doing all right, Toph. I'm doing all right. Another great week of wrestling. So, can't complain.
This is like a, from last week, we were getting ready. There was going to be a press conference. Was it Sunday? I think was it last Sunday? Or was it Saturday?
I think it was Saturday.
Yeah, so we had, oh yes, it was. It was like 3 o'clock. I watched it on like Twitter, and it was fantastic. The whole family was there. Not my family, but, you know.
I mean, they could be.
They were doing a little press conference with Logan Paul on one side, the Bloodline on the other. It all ends after talking and hearing the same things that were rehashed on Impulsive, the #1 podcast in the world, according to Logan and Mike. But yeah, I think it just ended with there was a shove. Roman got up and just shoved him, and Triple H was like, "Yeah, dude, don't. What are you doing? You can't shove him.
Can't be doing that."
But, we're building up. We got a month now. We got like a little bit over a month, and Logan Paul and Roman Reigns for everything. He could be the head of Logan could be the head of the table come November.
No, he can't. Can't be.
Even the match graphic, because they still use his the headband with the Pokemon card around his neck. Like the match graphic just looks comical. Like, I get the business side of all this, but he does not look like.
I think people are coming to the defense of it way too hard. Yeah, the business side of it, yes, okay. You're going to make a lot of money, okay. Anything that happens in Saudi Arabia isn't canon with what's actually happening in WWE. Okay, cool. I still don't want to see this man in a title match against Roman Reigns. I don't know. I get you're going to make money off it, and I guess in the end, it's a wrestling business, and that's what businesses do, and that's what their goal is to make money. But as just a wrestling fan, it's like, why the fuck am I watching this guy take on my tribal chief? Why is my tribal chief even bothering with this guy? At least have him do, I don't know, what MJF makes people do and go through the pillars, and have Logan go through Sammy and then Jay and then Jimmy and then Solo and then at least get to Roman. But I get it. You don't have that many matches probably for Logan, so you don't want to do that. I'm just saying, I let him. Can the guy earn it? I don't know. Maybe I'm just old fashioned. Fuck that goddamn match.
Logan's gonna teach us to walk, and then The Rock's gonna show us how to fly.
Okay.
Logan first. I don't know, bro. The Rock's got his schedule cleared for the first quarter of 2023. So,
who knows that? Who knows that? Who's leaking that info out?
Also, so if it was, it's like Mania's in April, right? It's just like, is The Rock really going to be committed to being on television, WWE television, for 3 months, randomly,
he was kind of on TV when he was doing the whole thing with Cena. He made some appearances. I think it's a little bit more extra incentive that he'd be working with his family, a lot of his family. So I think maybe that would entice him to show up more.
The Rock then with Cena is still don't you wouldn't you agree that's a different Rock? There's different tiers of Rock. Rock was famous when he was wrestling Cena.
Yeah.
But now it's we're years removed from that. Where Cena has left the Hollywood and come back and wrestled dudes like Reigns now. We're way removed from Roman and Cena. This this Rock now is top. We thought The Rock was at his top when he was wrestling Cena coming back. This is even more. Would you not agree? He's.
Yeah, I guess. He's only gotten better, in that Hollywood realm. So, yeah, I would definitely think he's a lot bigger. But I don't think that would change his mindset when it comes to dedication to a WrestleMania storyline with
his family. You're right. Yeah.
First off, he loves the WWE. It's WrestleMania. He knows how important it is. And now it's family. And now it could be one of the biggest storylines in the history of the company if they get the title off of Roman. Because, if Roman has the title, no one's going to give a shit, in my opinion, because they know who's going to win. And you do know who's going to win, even if he doesn't have the title. But if he does have the title, it's there's no doubt whatsoever who's going to win. If he doesn't have the title, you could be just I can see him doing this if maybe Rock decides to have one more match with Roman. Maybe Rock goes over. There's none of that if Roman has the title.
Soon enough. Oh my God, we're gonna see Jake. Oh my God, Jake's gonna show up. We're gonna have a Roman and The Rock versus Jake and Logan at Royal Rumble. Oh God, what is that?
Wow. One pause enough, man. One pause enough. I can't stand the other one more.
I'm being impulsive. All right. Screw Logan Paul. Why are we talking about Logan Paul so much? Let's move along. Oh my God, it was announced. I don't like how it was announced, but it's awesome that this year at Survivor Series we are getting War Games.
You didn't like how it was announced?
I would have rather it not been put out there from. I would have liked it to hear about it on television more than to be known about it way before, especially when they said it was going to be more storyline driven.
I got more excited about that than the actual War Games announcement.
Because I feel like that's just been something that's been critiqued. It's one of the things that bother me every year around when they had the draft and all of a sudden people didn't want to be on brands and then all of a sudden they're upset they're on a brand, but then 3 weeks removed, they're wearing the T-shirt of the brand, defending it with feuds that they have no business really being in just because it's a brand supremacy. It's cool that it's coming to be more storyline driven. I know there was like, I was reading something weeks ago about Shane McMahon coming back.
I did not see that.
And then him being involved in like a Survivor Series build up and being gone by like Rumble. I don't know how I would feel about that, but whatever. We'll see what happens. But yes, we got War Games. It's going to be very exciting. We're going to have 2 matches for the women's and the men's.
Yeah. I'm like super stoked. You would imagine immediately it's like the Bloodline in one, and I guess maybe Damage Control for the women, you know? But yeah, I'm so fucking pumped about Survivor Series. Super, super stoked about it.
2 big shows in November.
Yeah.
Then.
Well, good, because, you know, we were talking earlier about, and we've mentioned the fact that Extreme Rules is in Philly this month, and I thought there was a chance of me going to that, right? And then I was looking at this date, this invitation to this wedding. I'm like, October 7th. I feel like that's something. That's fucking Extreme Rules, right?
Is it Saturday?
Yeah.
Or is it the 8th?
No, it's the 7th. Yeah. So I was like, oh, fuck. Well, I'll miss that. Then, guess what? Today I was looking at this other wedding invitation that I'm actually in. I see November 5th. I'm like, what's November 5th? Like, that's fucking Crown Jewel. I can't even watch that. And that's a 1 p.m. show, but I'll be too busy being a fucking groomsman and shit all day. So Survivor Series is like, oh, all right, cool. I'll get to actually fucking enjoy that show. Man. Yeah, I'm missing the next 2 pay-per-views. I'm not thrilled about this. People need to pick their dates better.
Well, speaking of Extreme Rules, we'll talk, because I was saying that I've been already looking, I think day of, I might have to go there. I mean, I have children who are big Fiend fans. And I mean, if he's going to be coming back in Philadelphia, I need to be there.
Yeah, no, I gotta get the hell out of this wedding.
I need to, I'm going to buy tickets up high. They're going to shut it down because they're going to tarp it over. They're going to put me down low, and it's going to be great. But yeah, we'll go into that.
Is that usually your strategy?
That's what happened
to these events.
The last time that happened was Battleground, where Cena wrestled Rusev for the flag match, or in the Punjabi prison against Jinder. New Day kicked off the show at the pay-per-view. It was fantastic. Yeah, we were sitting right at the front ramp. As soon as the wrestlers come out on the ramp, we were like right up against the guardrail. It was
wild.
So
that was so cool.
We'll go on to that. It's one of the biggest stories in wrestling. I feel it's finally taken over all the AEW drama. White Rabbit it's happening in arenas all over the world. It's built up. We now have QR codes back-to-back weeks. People thought we were going to get something yesterday. It's like, no. We're getting cryptic messages until either. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they waited till Crown Jewel.
Waited till Crown Jewel, really?
I was starting to think that. I was like, oh, Extreme Rules probably more likely, but I don't know. I just feel like...
they could wait until the ending of Logan Paul and Roman Reigns, and out comes the Fiend.
And that's the thing, too.
Out comes Bray Wyatt. I don't think we're getting the Fiend. We might just be getting Bray Wyatt. I don't know.
Yeah, how do you get him back? Like, what is is he getting involved? Like, I don't think he gets involved in the title.
No, I don't think he gets involved in the match per se. Obviously, I feel like Roman squashes Logan Paul. And then,
that better not be. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. Better not be super competitive.
It better not be what?
It better not be a super competitive match.
Right. No, it's not going to be.
It's going to be. I feel like it's going to be.
No, it can't be. Can't be.
They're going to be.
Maybe he gets like one or two shots, good moves on him, but
that one lucky shot.
Like he'll get like a right hand and knock down Roman, and then a frog splash, and then that's it.
Frog splash. Roman kicks out of one.
Yeah.
Spear, Superman punch. We're done.
You know, and then after the match, Roman does his thing and be like, Saudi Arabia, acknowledge me. And then lights go out. Boom, boom, boom.
I don't know. I don't know. Because I don't know if is it going to be a mistake bringing him right back in and putting him in the title picture when we don't
doesn't necessarily have to be in the title picture. Survivor Series is the next pay-per-view. Maybe Bray Wyatt builds a team. I don't know. This is just me. You know what I'm saying? This is just me going banana sandwich here.
This is more than one punk. Like,
I mean, aside from doing that at Crown Jewel, if you do it at Extreme Rules, you put him in a feud with Drew McIntyre. I feel like that would be the way to go. Maybe him and Karrion Kross got a little something going on. There is that White Rabbit connection with Karrion Kross.
No shenanigans. I don't want him involved with anybody. I feel like he's going to be involved with Alexa again, but I really don't.
I'd rather not see that.
It seems like they're teasing that so hard.
No, why? Hell, I've missed.
Lex, they're just making like references. The last week on Raw, like during her match against Bayley, the lights went out for a second.
I feel like that was an accident.
A shell of your former self. They're just referencing. She still has Lily. I mean, we can't act like these things aren't still around. I don't know. But yes, it's this White Rabbit thing is just taking over. People are having fun. We're seeing the Fireflies in the audience. We missed the Fireflies.
I've missed them too. I saw a video of them the other day, and it's just like, oh, that is so cool.
But hey, I mean, Triple H is even saying it. I mean, even these little Easter eggs in the show. I mean, it's something to, again, it makes the show more exciting. People talking. It's sending you to little mini games where you're a rabbit and you're getting cryptic messages. We have the text looks like text from the old Bray Wyatt shirt, which I like. It
gets people talking. It gets people going.
It's exciting. It's exciting stuff. Let's see. Where should we go from here? Before we talk about the big show, Grand Slam this week, we'll talk about Raw for a second. We had there was a big match hyped up all week. The U.S. title was on the line. Hot Bobby, Seth Rollins, kicked off the show, which is going right up Monday Night Football. Let's go. Which was
Birds, baby.
Yeah, that was us. That was
Birds.
I was hoping we were going to get a 38-7 final score of that game again. There times maybe it was leaning towards that way. We were very close.
Very close.
I think it was 20. Was it 24-7 or something?
24-7. Yes.
I was looking at. I was like, 2 more touchdowns, 38-7. Fuck these guys. But Skull. So we had a lot that night. We had. I remember I had the Bills game up. We had the Eagles game up. We had Raw up. It was very exciting. We're back. Football, wrestling, fantastic. Hot Bobby retained. Riddle came out for a distraction. We're getting Riddle and Rollins at Extreme Rules in a fight pit.
Fight pit!
Just happened on NXT before, I believe.
A couple times, I believe. It's like Riddle's dojo.
So, I don't know. I'm getting Raw Underground vibes. Oh, my God.
I mean, it's going to be better than Raw Underground.
You're going to throw snakes in the pit? What are we doing?
Definitely snakes.
That was big. We had Kevin Owens defeat Theory. Butch and Holland were getting warm. They beat the Street Profits. They were getting ready for their tag team title match on Smackdown against the Usos coming up. We had your boy, the leader of Judgment Day, Damian Priest, and Finn Balor. They defeated Riddle and Ray.
Momentum. Building that momentum.
Dexter Lumis on Miz TV.
Do you think that's the end of Ray and Judgment Day? Or do they have a match scheduled on Raw next week?
I'm sure they have a match scheduled on Raw, and I'm sure they're going to do something involved at Extreme Rules. Is Edge out right now, currently?
Yes.
Yeah, he's coming back. He's definitely going to be at Extreme Rules somehow.
You can't just keep replaying SummerSlam over and over again.
This is true. This is true. I don't know what. Yeah,
Are we
it's
getting
hard.
Dominic and Ray? Are we getting Dominic and Ray? Are we saving that for Crown Jewel?
Yeah, I think so. I think we could get that there. We had Loomis on Miz TV. He came out from under the ring, popped his head out. He got tossed back down there.
Got wrecked with a microphone.
He did. Again, they're still not saying what's happening. Miz is. I don't know how I feel about this either. This is becoming very. It was interesting when it started with the crowd. I think sometimes you squeeze it too much. You're trying to get too much juice out of something, and there's no more juice left. You can't keep squeezing. We need to. This needs to get fucking Ciampa away from Miz. You got Johnny wrestling there now. We need to start getting things going.
Break up that cluster, huh? Let's let people go on their own ways.
And then yes, I mentioned this match because the lights got. But Bayley defeated Alexa Bliss, and Bayley challenges Bianca at Extreme Rules for the WWE Women's Championship.
Totally cool with it. I think it's a great time for Bianca to drop that strap to Bayley. Let Damage Control have all the gold, and then you got one faction running the women's, one faction running the men's. There you go. Loving it.
We will see what happens. Michael, oh my God, there was a story this week that came out about AEW rankings. This is something that has been touched on this show for well over a year and a half. Whenever these rankings came out, whenever we started this goddamn show, over 2 years, this ranking system, well now, it's like Meltzer and all this stuff, are saying haven't been updated since August 31st. Meltzer said they're not dead, but told not to emphasize them on TV. Oh, really, dude?
What's the fucking point? Just say they're dead. They're dead. They've been dead. They're dead. FTR's been number one contender for months. Haven't gotten one title shot. Seen other people get title shots. They're dead.
For every title.
They
every
don't
title has
matter.
The ranking means nothing. There's an open challenge for someone who's like not even in the company. Like, yeah, so it's finally, I'm glad that they acknowledge that we're going to tone. It's basically them admitting their mistake.
Sure.
And I get tired of hearing all of the it has to be FTR comments a lot because, again,
yeah, I mean, that and the fact that Jay Lethal's been in the top 5 in the men's division for months, and he's won like 2 AEW matches.
He's never got that title match either.
Yeah.
He deserves it. I mean, I'm sure he's wrestled for all the other jaBROni titles, like the Death Before Dishonor title or whatever they have. But so rankings, we're gonna calm that down now. So we can't.
If you don't bring it up, I won't bring it up. All right. From here on out, Tony don't bring it up, I won't bring it up.
There we go. It's a shake, Tony. That is a shake.
There we go.
I'm gonna break it down here more where we shake. Okay, there we go. So,
because he's short.
While we're speaking about him, TK said some more stuff earlier in the week. He's got to talk about WWE.
Yeah, look.
I don't know if we're showing trends of maybe a possible JOTW this week, but possibly. I know he's up there, but he made a Crown Rule comment about the East. And again, Tony, you're right. The East Coast, New York, Philadelphia, we are the crown jewel of wrestling.
Drool.
So the Northeast is the crown jewel, and he thinks that Saudi is the crown drool.
Oh, what's that? Yeah.
God.
Just
Where's Denise? Where's Denise?
I don't like to be fake. I'm always super genuine, super honest. I don't.
All right, so. Oh my God, Denise got me so excited. But yeah, TK, man.
I don't get why he talks. Why does he talk? What, like, I get if people don't like the crown jewel, Saudi Arabia business and all that crap because of the royalty and the prince and the beheadings and all that great stuff. But the fact of the matter is this: you don't got royalty coming to your fucking show, being like, "Yo, come entertain us," and don't give me the he's got like a 50-year head start on them. When does that excuse start to get old? Because we're always going to have a 50-year head start on them. I say we like I'm WWE. The WWE is always going to have a 50-year head start on them.
Oh God damn it! We've been here since day one.
You know, so like, is it BS? You know, like,
he's not gonna fucking take it, man.
He's not gonna take this shit anymore.
But yes, so it went from that comment to also the GIF that he posted on Monday night, or was it Tuesday? It was Tuesday, I believe, because of Monday Night Football beating, and it was an "Are you ready for some football?"
I did hear about this.
Like,
he does so much coke. Like, he does so much drugs.
the lowest hanging of fruit.
Like, seriously.
It's like while actually
This is
watching.
You choose to do this on not only the time when Raw has NFL competition, you do it when Raw has 2 NFL games that they are going up against.
And it still did better than your show. And you can
It
make
still
up
did better than your show, and it still did better in some type of category than it has been doing pre Triple H.
They do their whatever. They
know.
pick out whatever they will make them win for the week. If it's a key demo, it's it's always some kind of different demo in the rating to be like, hey, we were number 1 for the 80th week in a row. It's like, that's fine. I mean, I can find some technicalities here and say that we're number 1 on YouTube all the time, probably.
Meanwhile, Grand Slam did worse than like the last 2 weeks of AEW television. So you lost viewers this week. Congratulations.
And it wasn't live. I mean, as soon as that show was happening, as soon as Grand Slam was done on Wednesday, I mean, everything was coming out.
Didn't they do last year Grand Slam Rampage live?
I don't know if they did it live because then they would have to. They can't because they're there. They would have to just like. Well, they could. I mean, they're just in New York for. They only have that stadium, I think, for one night, so they have to do everything.
I feel like. Yeah, I guess that's true. I feel like they did that.
I don't know. It's still even when Smackdown back when they did it. There's something just about pre-recorded shows that are just, and I guess it was even different back when Smackdown was taped because it was like a little bit. Twitter wasn't as big as a thing, so you had to go to a website for your like Smackdown spoilers. And I remember reading them, but just with social media, unless you're like muting everybody or whatever, you're getting it from somehow. You're getting everything that happened. And again, I'm not upset about being spoiled by it. If it was a different company, maybe sometimes I would be. But also sometimes I don't think anything interesting ever happens on taped episodes of shows for the most part.
No, you're right.
You get here and there, you get your Samoa Joe winning a title on NXT or a house show or something. But I mean, you don't. It's very rare.
I don't get it either. Like, tape shows just don't hit the same when they're live. Like watching them, and it's like I feel like when I'm watching a taped show, I know I'm watching a taped show, and I feel like it shouldn't be that way. Like, if I'm just a fucking noob who's watching an episode of SmackDown or Rampage, I don't know if it's taped or not. I'm just watching, you know. So like, but I guess just being a wrestling fan and watching these shows for years, it's like, I don't know, tape shows just don't hit the same as live shows do, and I have no idea why.
Let's talk about this show. Let's talk about Grand Slam Dynamite. We had was it 5 title matches? There were a shitload of title matches. We had a lot of title changes. I'm gonna go off my head and think of the ones I believe the show started off. I don't have the. I'm gonna just try to remember. I remember.
I have it.
Chris Jericho and Claudio for the ROH title.
I was indifferent about this one. I don't know. I felt like. Do we know if ROH is coming back to TV?
Has to be something planned for it because
like that's the only reason you put it on Jericho, right?
Yeah, I mean that's why he put the title on Jericho when this company started.
Right.
So I would only assume that there's some kind of something happening where.
So like if that's the case, then like I'm all right with it.
I think it's a great idea. I really
yeah. I mean Jericho is still a draw. But if not, then like. Why'd you do it?
Jericho to have every single title. Like if you just think about it.
I mean, if that was the end goal, like
I think it was. I think it was like a Tony Khan, like, oh my god, I can make Chris Jericho, WCW, WWF, AEW. I can make him ROH. I mean, I would have done the same thing probably. Just be like, yo, Jericho's the Ring of Honor World Champion. Like what? It's. I mean, in the middle of watching that match, I was definitely like, "Yep." You could just tell. I was like, "Fucking Jericho's gonna win this thing." I don't know if that was the plan when Claudio won the title to do this. I
don't think so.
No,
I don't. No, because there's another match on here that on this show that was basically a redo of All Out, and I just don't think he planned that far ahead, and then I don't think this was planned.
Spur of the moment.
Yeah, I think it was spur of the moment.
I'm gonna sing his whole song. Give me 2 more minutes. Was the second match? I don't know if you want to do it. Do you want to scissor me? Want to scissor me right here?
Oh, sure.
Scissor me to the arms.
Yes.
Scissor me, daddy ass. It happened. I mean, we said it as soon as that press conference happened. We had fun with it for 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
It was confirmed at the press conference that they were losing the titles and the Acclaim were definitely winning. It happened. And your thoughts?
I mean, the match was still good. It didn't take away from their victory at all, I thought. But it is like cool. Knew they were gonna win. Would have been a probably still got a big pop. Would have got a bigger pop at All Out if it happened. And congrats to them. But
I liked how they stayed in the ring really long afterwards. Swerve it, like Keith Lee stayed in the ring for a while. It's like kind of standing in the corner, like watching, and like Swerve was on the outside of the ring. But the way they sold like losing the titles, when after seeing the press conference how they were just like, obviously they're upset about it. But
you think there's some butt hurt in there?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think Swerve thought they were boys, man. He was on his podcast. What's up, man? Why are we doing this? It's just another tag team that thinks they're better than us. We heard him say it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, again, could this be another situation where we want the title on Liv? We want the title on Liv. Put the title on Liv. We put the title on Liv, and we're watching paint dry. Now, finally, after last night, there's life again. There was actually, I was like, oh my God, I'm watching a segment.
I fell in love with her all over.
I'm like,
again.
let's go. This is what has been needed. But not, and I guess I made that comparison after finally there was a spark with Liv. But is this going to be a thing where the Acclaim have the titles, and are we getting? It should be fun, right? We're gonna have fun.
It's gonna be a fun run with them.
We're gonna have fun rap.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun, and it's gonna be fun, and I'm really excited for the run. It's probably the most interested I've been in the tag team scene for AEW since Swerve and Lee won the titles. So,
but yes, congratulations to the Acclaimed. It was fun to see. They're there since day one, busting their ass. The most winning tag team in AEW history. Scissor me, daddy ass. What did we have next? Was it the women's 4-way, or that was?
It was not. It was Pac
Yes.
defending against Orange Cassidy. Not gonna lie, I was zoned out in this match. Did not care for it.
It was a good match. I did watch it. It was a very good match.
Was it? Okay.
Yes.
Good for you. It was great.
Hey, they're my guy. I mean, that's my wife's favorite, and that's my OG favorite. Gotta love Freshly Squeezed. Never gonna win the title.
Cool dude.
Really close to winning all the titles all the time, but now are we at the 4-way women's match?
Now we are at the 4-way women's match. Yes.
This is just a match like where, you just know who's gonna win. You just kind of like the Eagles are on. You have them. It's bothering me, even though I have two screens. It's bothering me. It's on one of the screens. I don't know why.
Yeah, again, didn't
didn't
really put too much stock into this match. To no fault of the women themselves. Obviously, they're all very talented. Big DMD guy over here. But
that was all bloody.
Did not do it for me. And all that jazz.
All right, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to start humming Paige's theme song. But
what
a debut that you really didn't see many people talking about at all. So it really kind of came off as a genuine shock to people. Saraya. I don't know. She posted out how to even say it. I thought Saraya.
It's Saraya, right?
Yeah. I guess people were saying it wrong. And she did the whole English with the dashes. Saraya. But she's back. Apparently, from stuff I've read, not cleared, apparently. But she is all.
Gotta say. Man. So many things. Like,
go for it.
Like, super stoked to see her. Let me just get that out of the way. Super stoked. Don't know what she's doing there if she's not clear. Not sure if I want to see her manage anybody. Seen how that goes. Granted, under a different umbrella.
T-Bad? Was that T-Bad?
Yeah, or like the Submission Sisters that were.
No, that was the porn. They were the porn name. Bad was like Sasha.
Yeah, Team Bad was like Sasha, Tamina, Naomi, or something.
I forgot about that.
The Submission Sisters was like Paige, Becky, and Charlotte, I think.
Yes. That was so funny.
But it's quite the move here. Signing Saraya to a division that has recently just not been booked good at all. B, has had some of the cringiest botches that I have seen in quite some time.
Yes.
For somebody with recent past neck issues, can't help but to like think like, did she watch like Ruby Soho fall on her head and be like, you know what, this is it for me, want to do this.
I missed that. I want to get thrown on my head. We're too
You
safe.
know?
We're
I wanna
too
do
safe
this.
at this company.
And then, on cue, Julia Hart on Rampage just misses the table bump that she was supposed to take and snaps her head on concrete or whatever. And it's just, man. And then that's just my concern. Then there got the guys on the internet and about the music she picked and who her boyfriend is, and I guess he's in some hot water. I don't know. Did you hear any of that? Do you know
She dates the
boyfriend?
singer of some band, right?
Falling in Reverse. You can't just say some band, okay? It's Falling in Reverse. I'm not a fan of that music. My wife's a fan of that music, and when she heard that she was dating the lead singer of that band, she was like super pumped. So I'm reading all this stuff about the lead singer and how he was like convicted of, or like accused of murder and accused of being a homophobe and racist and all that. So I go to the dude's number one fan, Dana. I'm like, yo, is any of this true? She goes,
He said all that weird stuff. You were like, his number one fan, my wife.
I'm like, is any of this true? And she's like, to a certain extent. And I was like, wow. But people are like getting up on her because she's using like a song that he performs as her theme music now. And I'm like, and it's like, oh my God, Warner Brothers should be like appalled and stuff. I'm like, dude, they don't know who the fuck he is. Like, shut up.
Yeah, it doesn't. All right. Well, again, and we also, I mean,
He was trending though afterwards. There was a moment where he was trending worldwide.
All those mouth breathers on Twitter, like, but so hold on now. So they were upset with his history or whatnot, but again, like, this is somebody who, like, wasn't she engaged to Alberto Del Rio? She was like, they were crazy together. I mean, I think it's more of a 50-50, maybe.
Oh, for sure.
She could be potentially a kind of a crazy person, and she likes crazy people, and that's what happened when.
No accounting for taste at all.
Just
on her part. Wow.
We'll see what happens. I mean, there's a whole new locker room over there at AEW. Hopefully she doesn't make the same mistakes as she did in the past in WWE.
Hopefully not.
Meaning, get hurt. Don't get hurt. But she's gonna, man. It's rough. I mean, like you said, that was the main thing when I was like, oh my God, she signed with this company. Like, if she wrestles, like, she is at a high 80% risk of getting hurt in every match she's in. Like, people will say, like, oh, everyone's always has a chance of getting hurt in every match. It's like, no, with that women's division, I mean, it's more like what they said in the Rocky movies. Well, not Rocky didn't say this, but if they die, they die. That's the mentality of the women's locker room. Especially that's written on Thunder Rose's locker room door, actually. And she before she goes out to matches, she goes up to it, she like smacks it with her hand, like, let's go, and then she goes out. So anyway, sorry, I digress. Gronk, save us.
Busted. This is Super Bowl champion Rob Gronkowski. I'm not a member. Busted.
All right. So did you catch wait, hold on. We have to talk now. That was the third. There was one more, right? I didn't miss one. We have just Moxley and Bryan Danielson now.
Yeah. Moxley and Danielson.
So, what were we saying? We were saying that Bryan Danielson was going this.
Yeah. You said that. I didn't. I knew Moxley was gonna win it. Screw vacations.
Screw vacations. I'll go on vacation after Full Gear.
There you go.
So we have, he put Daniel Bryan to sleep.
Yeah.
To become 3-time AEW champion We had MJF. There was all the rumor speculation with the interview circuit all week with MJF and Tony Khan.
What is the chip?
Yes, what you're wondering about next week. Like, and everyone, like, just, can you cash it in? Like, I mean, if you're out in the street and you run into them, can you be like, boo? Like, so it got announced, and I think that was the way to let everybody know about it now. It not happen because it seemed too predictable. But now letting it know that it can be cashed in instantly. I don't know now if this still sets up for, like, main event is locked in. For
I don't.
full
No,
gear.
not until he announces that that's what he's doing.
So, it's interesting to see if we get a setup, like a match being set up with the cash in, or MJF does not seem like that type of guy. I think he would like to pick up the scraps left over from a fight. So I don't think it will be an announced, we're getting graphics for the match.
Right.
Does this then lead to, is just the match still going to be that regardless, because it's going to be a rematch for the title? I mean, we already where's that? I have to ask.
Okay, tell me, did you watch Rampage this week?
Okay, so there was a battle royal, and Hangman Adam Page, I believe, won. I read about it. Hangman won the battle royal. I think he eliminated Roosh, everyone's favorite. So we are going to have, I think it's set. They already said the date, October 6th or something like that, on Dynamite. Hangman has a title shot. Does it happen there potentially? Because this is another setup where we have a title match and MJF waiting in the...
No, it doesn't. I don't know why this match is happening. Maybe Hangman was pissed about everything that's going on with Punk and shit, and Tony Khan's like, please don't leave. Here's a title shot. I don't know.
I think by like the second week of October, all of this is going to be dealt with, because I feel like you need to build up your main event for your pay-per-view. That's going to be happening at that point in less than a month. So I'm not saying he needs it, but I'm just saying that's where I think we're going to have like an answer about this chip and everything by like the second week of October. Yeah. I feel like we need to get this situated. They need to build the match, even though I still think we're going to see MJF and Moxley probably twice in the next 5-6 weeks.
Fair. I agree.
And then they KK. He wins it dirty somehow, and Moxley gets his rematch, and then KK. You will see you, Moxley. We'll see you in January. Have a great Thanksgiving.
Please enjoy yourself.
Christmas.
God.
Love you. Thank you for your service. Our version of the Royal Rumble in like February will make you come back. You get a title shot. You'll win a chip. You'll win some kind of chip. You'll climb something, or
something is going to be won by you.
Oh my God! We'll give him pink Owen Hart titles.
There you go.
You could take it from Adam Cole, or maybe you'll get your own, and you guys can hang out together and have your pink titles.
It's perfect.
Maybe Renee. We'll get Renee one. Renee can have one too, and then Britt has one. Adam has one. John has one. Renee has one. We just got to make Renee a wrestler first.
Everybody gets a title.
Everybody gets a pink title. Oh boy. I did not watch Rampage, but we can talk about Smackdown.
Yeah.
Smackdown, I didn't want to spoil anything to you. I sent you an image saying that I took a picture of everyone in the ring. I was like, I love how they have these new We the Ones shirts?
We the Ones, yes. I'm looking at them now, actually.
And Sammy was still rocking the old like family picture, the bloodline. And I just took a picture of it, was watching, sent the mic, and I was like, I love how Sammy's like still wearing the old shirt. Like it just like they didn't give him little did I know that was going to build this whole entire segment was going to be about that. So it ended up made me enjoy it even more.
Yes.
I'm sitting there thinking like, wow, it sucks. They didn't even give. He's just wearing the old one. It just seems like he's an add-on. He just attached himself to it, and just him wearing that shirt was just a little bit of adding to the story of just like it's just funny. Last night, I'm not gonna lie, literally like had me. That whole opening segment on SmackDown had me glued to watching it, and I actually like got emotional like while watching it, like
kind of like
hating Sami Zayn way back when he was trying to do this, and just how it all formed. And when Roman was telling him to take the shirt off, I started
a festival of friendship vibes for
I was
sure.
like,
For sure.
You guys have been he's been helping you guys out. What are you doing? Don't do this. And Jay rips the shirt off of him.
He's so hyped. This is about to happen. We're about to roll on Sammy, man.
And he's wanted this for so long. And then I know they cut back, and in my head I was thinking like, oh my God, they're gonna throw him a shirt, right? And I know before he says it, I saw like his hand, he was balling up something. And I remember just something inside of me, knowing that it was gonna happen in like 3 seconds, was like, and then when the reveal of what the shirt said, I was like, wow, this is fantastic.
Yes.
This is why these moments, why I like wrestling right here. These little tidbits. It doesn't have to be matches. Get done these matches. Fast forward this 4-way women's match. Let's get to men hugging. This is what we want. This is what we need.
It was fantastic.
In the feels, and then he gives Roman the big hug. Roman embraces it finally.
Brings a tear to your eye. I love it.
But no, that was very it was a very exciting opening. We have we're gonna have at the main events, the Brawling Brutes versus the Usos for the undisputed tag titles. We had apparently there was another White Rabbit tease. It was hard to apparently QR scan, so like it had to be uploaded on Twitter, the clip, because apparently it was on something and it was on an angle.
Yeah, it was weird. I didn't even notice it happen with the hit row stuff.
Yeah, I was waiting. I was like, oh, I wonder if we're gonna get like it was like 9:20 something. I was like, I wonder when the little White Rabbit thing happened. Little to me, it was already all over online.
Yeah.
And everyone was. I was like, it happened during the hit row and the Street Profits talking about money. I was like, I must have missed that.
Yeah.
So
I fast forward hit row stuff.
You boycotted hit row completely?
They're just not hitting with me again. You know, gave them a shot.
You did. You did say you were gonna give them.
It's just that nothing's really happening. Just not for me. Hit row is not for me.
Well, I think they were doomed, especially from us, because they came in and instantly tried to ruin Maximum Male Models, and technically they
worked. They did. Assholes, they did.
We joked about it. I joked about it, and I kind of did feel like that was gonna happen, and
awful, fucking bullshit.
It happened.
Fuck.
Shit. I have more to. I'm staying mum on it for a second. Let's move along. What else happened on this stupid fucking show? I hate it. God, SmackDown's the worst. The New Day were there. They did something. I remember seeing them. They mocked Imperium, and I don't like when Ludwig gets mocked.
It's not cool. It's not right. They shouldn't be doing it.
What else happened on SmackDown?
Liv Morgan arrived.
Who?
Liv Morgan arrived.
That was right, and that was right after the first segment.
Yeah. Made me fall in love with her all over again. Really did.
Just showing her a little life before she loses this title. But maybe now.
Maybe not. Maybe not.
Yeah, because it was one of those kendo stick spots, like where the good person has it, the heel's down, throw it out. I'm not gonna use it. I'm not gonna sink to their level. Pick that shit up, beat the living shit out of Lacey Evans with a. I was about to say Lacey Morgan, and I was like, I like Lacey Morgan. We need a wrestler named Lacey Morgan. But anyway, kendo stick to Evans. We got some fire in Liv Morgan. It's good to see. We'll see where this goes. It's going to extreme rules match. It's going to a kendo stick match versus Lacey Evans, but I digress. Michael, what else happened besides the tag team main event and more teases of LA Knight?
Yeah, more teases of LA Knight. Got the tag team main event. Braun Strowman fought Otis in a pretty good match. I think that's it. Solo fucked up Madcap and
he tagged Madcat and Ricochet.
Yes, and now they have a tag match next week.
Next week it's set up where Ricochet and Madcat are gonna lose to. But hey, Madcap in a top tier feud with top people in the company. God love it. Sammy and Solo in a tag match. Let's go.
Dig it.
All right. Yeah, so they were the shows for the week. Rampage happened. Hook in action. Bronson, I believe, won a tag match. Sting was there. Ricky Starks and Powerhouse Hobbs had a match. Just riveting stuff. There was like 8 matches. I think Jade defended her title against somebody. But yeah. All right. Anything to add on here before we get to a little jaBROni of the week action here?
No, I think I'm good.
All right, let's do it.
Johnny Cena went to town riding on a pony. Rock stuck a feather up his ass and called him a jaBROni.
All right, jaBROni of the week. I'm gonna defer. You got this? You look like you're a tea kettle ready to explode.
No, I'm not going to explode.
You look like you're gonna have an aneurysm.
Because I expect nothing less from this man. He is God. He's
God.
He's been here a lot this year. It's Tony Khan.
Gotta be Tony Khan. Yeah.
It's Tony Khan. Shut again. Just shut up. Just shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. You're dumb. And let me tell you something. In 2 weeks, next weekend, your dad and his boys, the Jags, are gonna come. They're gonna come to Philly. I'm gonna be there. I swear to God, if I even sniff a scent of you there, man, we're gonna have a little one-on-one conversation. All right? Or at least I'm gonna tell your dad what you've been doing. Okay? I'm gonna let him know of your excessive, abusive drug use. Be like, get your boy. Okay?
He might be in Philly. Isn't he in Philly this Wednesday? Isn't Dynamite in Philly this Wednesday? Or is it next?
I don't know.
It's like within a week or 2
or something. Yeah, I think. Yeah, okay, maybe. Yeah. Either way.
Oh yeah, it's fair. I want to mention something about what I just said about Philly shows right after this, but mine was going to be Tony Khan because I have it written down about literally from the football gift to the crown jewel. I have rent free written down here. It's just always in his mind. But you know what? It mentioned it's fucking Hit Row. God damn it! We said it was gonna happen, and it did. They literally ruined something that was fun. We were having a good time with it, And then they brought Hit Row back. We had Maximum Male Models on a nice little run there. And then all of a sudden, it's just like, let's make them lose immediately and look like a joke now. And now all of a sudden, it's going to go back. We're going to get LA Knight. That's fine. I kind of was getting used to Max Dupree. But hey, love LA Knight. That's fine. But what is... It happened. We said it was going to happen. And they ruined them immediately. And then what are they doing now? They're just with the Street Profits in the back. Talking about...
Doing nothing.
Money. And they have identical buses that Maximum Male Models destroys. I mean, what are we doing here? Fuck!
Johnny Cena went to town riding on a pony. Rock stuck a feather up his ass and called him a jaBROni.
Okay, so anyway, with all these Philly shows coming up, we have like I was texting you. I was like randomly like, you called me an AEW mark because I was like, Dynamite's coming up, and I was like, if he doesn't win, I was like, he loves the Northeast now. He's talking about the Northeast is the crown jewel of like, what if MJ like he's gonna be there regardless? Like, do I want to pay to go to the Liacouras Center for 20 minutes? Maybe. Do I do that? Maybe. I don't know. If I get cheap game time, maybe. I don't know. But then we have Extreme Rules is coming up.
If your decision is one or the other, I mean, and you can't do both, I don't know. I'd probably do the pay-per-view.
No, Extreme Rules, I feel like is happening. I feel like it's day of. There's way too many tickets available for $100-some, and then there's 50-some, 40-some. That's a Saturday at 4 or 5 o'clock. You go on Game Time, and oh my God, we're getting the promo code down here. It's happening. We're getting in contact. Game Time's gonna. That's what's happening. We're going on Game Time, and we're gonna find tickets for like $20, $27, maybe $13. That's what's gonna happen. And also, what is it? Full Gear? I keep getting them. Full Gear is going.
Full Gear is the next one
at the Prudential Center, which is only an hour some drive from where we're at. I think this. I don't know if it's on a Saturday or Sunday though.
I feel like they've been doing Sundays recently.
For some reason, I think this is Saturday though.
Might be.
Because I was already instantly thinking like, because I think it's just a late drive home. I think it's not Sunday because then I wouldn't have been thinking about it because I wouldn't have been able to do it. But I think it's Saturday, and it's like their shows end late, and I was like, so I was already thinking like, yeah, we might be going to, might just be like, hey, I got 2 tickets to.
Busy man, you're a busy man.
Gotta go. Just want to see MJF. That's all. We don't know. Opportunities coming up. We're the crown jewel. We're in the crown jewel of wrestling. Embrace it.
Amen.
So we are going to get out of here. Of course, we'll be back next weekend.
We won't be back next weekend, sir.
Oh, it's going to be. That's true. We're doing a special time next week because
yeah, I have a bachelor party next weekend. AC Saturday. Eagles game Sunday. So I think we're going to be doing Thursday.
Which we could just do it. We'll do it live. I was gonna say we could do it Thursday. Put out front. What's the point? So we're gonna do Thursday. Probably we're gonna come. We'll do Thursday. Thursday at 4.
No. It has to be like Thursday morning. I work.
So we're gonna have to reroute. Yeah, we'll have to figure out when we're doing it.
Yeah.
First, and then we'll put it out because I'm not gonna be around then. So we'll figure out something.
Yeah, absolutely.
Something will be out next week. But
for sure.
You can keep up to date on all of that. Twitter, jaBROnis Pod. You can follow me, Happy jaBROni on Twitter. Michael, Madcap jaBROni on Twitter. And then you got Mike Butler 1127, right?
On the TikTok, yes, on the TikTok. But Butler 1127 on TikTok. And you can also find my wife's show on YouTube, on Twitter. Mom's Time to Wine. That did a show 2 days ago, Thursday. And it was picky eaters. Talked about how your kids are very picky eaters. And I guess I have something to do with my kid being a picky eater because I'm a picky eater. I don't know. I disagree.
If I did not know that was going to be, I didn't know that was the top. If they ever do that again, I need to be the third leg on that because I am the pickiest of eaters, and my children are as well. And
wow, maybe it is genetic. Maybe
but one likes things that the other like. One loves ketchup, one hates ketchup. I like ketchup, but I do not like many things at all with food. I don't like onions. I don't like. That's a big one. Yeah, I don't like a lot of vegetables. I don't like peppers and stuff chopped up and thrown on. I mean, if you're giving me a cheesesteak, I want what it said in the name. I want cheese and steak. It's not called onion steak or
yes.
When I get a hamburger and all this stuff and everything, I have to always.
I want ham and I want a burger.
I want cheeseburger. If I want pickles and I want ketchup and mustard and onions, I'll let you know about it.
Yeah,
I don't need it. Pickles. I don't need all of this shit put on. I will let you know if I need that. So I appreciate you guys trying to give me all this other stuff, but I feel like this is a jaBROni of the week, though. I can go on forever about it.
Yeah, you're going.
So, if they do a sequel to that, get me on there. I'll be fired up.
I shall. They previewed what they're talking about next week, but I just can't remember what.
But yes, everyone, Mom's Time to Wine. Go check it out. We'll be back next week. Any closing words? Anything else?
No, I'm good.
All right. jaBROnis. Out.
jaBROni, jaBRONI, XYZ, ABC. Oh, it doesn't matter how you spell jaBROni.